Hi friends, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudoku and Puzzles. Myself Ashish, and today I'll be covering a Sudoku variant called Arrow Sudoku. This Sudoku was featured in Enthralling Sudoku Volume 1 book, which was published by me and which had some 140 handcrafted Sudokus. There are exactly 9 variants used in this book with 12 of each type and 30 classic Sudokus. And the best part of the book is all the Sudokus in the book were test solved by Kota Morinishi, 4-time world Sudoku champion. So all his times in the book are mentioned for each and every Sudoku. So for each Sudoku his time is mentioned below that Sudoku in each page. So if you want to compare yourself with him, the times of your solving and with his solving, you can do so. So if you would like to purchase the book, I'll add the link in the description below, so that you can click on the link and go for the purchase details. And coming on to the Sudoku, according to the rules, we have to place digits from 1 to 9 in each row, each column and each 3 into 3 box without repetition. And there are some arrows shape given in the grid with the circle cells, right? So each circle cell will have at least one arrow coming out of it, and the sum of the digits on the arrow will be equal to the number in the circle cell, right? So if you have sometimes two arrows coming out from a single circle cell, then the sum of these digits, for example if you have an arrow here, so sum of these 3 digits will be equal to sum of these 3 digits, which will be equal to the value in the circle cell, right? So in this case you have a single cell arrow coming out of the circle cell. So there are exactly 2 arrows coming out of a single circle cell. All the circle cells, there are exactly 2 arrows coming out. So which means that this cell and this cell will have to be equal, right? Because you don't have more than one single cell arrow here, right? So which means that this the number here will be equal to the number here in the circle cell, will be equal to the number in the sum of these 3 cells, right? So if you see, there are very few givens here, very minimum number of givens here. So sometimes in arrow Sudoku you have some different kind of logics used. So the regular logic is, you know that a 9 cannot be on the arrow stem anywhere in the grid, and a 1 cannot be on the circle cell. If at all the circle cell has just a single cell arrow, then you can have a 1, but as you can see you have a 3 cell arrow as well from the circle cell, so you cannot have a 1 on the circle cell ever and a 9 on the arrow stem ever, unless it is a single cell arrow again, right? So if you see, we cannot continue this or maybe start this Sudoku with classic using some classic rules, because there are very minimum number of givens, right? Just if you can see, there are exactly 9 givens here, so very minimum number of givens. So of course we cannot start this Sudoku by classic means. The only way to start is by arrow, using the arrow constraint. And even if you see, there are not much arrows given to get the start here. So the start in this Sudoku is very different from normal arrow Sudokus. In this arrow Sudoku you have group sum logic. So what do I mean by group sum logic? You need to sometimes just see the sum of the 3 or 4 arrows, or sum of the 3 or 4 arrows coming out of the 2 or 3 circles at a whole. So that will give you something, that will give you some numbers. So if you see, the sum of these 3 arrows and sum of these 3 arrows will give you the sum of these 2 cells, right? Exactly. And what can be the maximum sum of these 2 cells, these 2 circle cells, as they are even coming out on a single fifth box, middle box. It means that these 2 numbers will be equal to these 2 numbers simultaneously. So this number is equal to this cell, this number is equal to this cell, right? Which means that the sum of these 2 numbers at a max can only be 17, 9 and 8, right? It can only be maximum 17, not more than that, because if you have both of these cells cannot be a 9. Both of these cells are 9, then both of these cells also will have to be 9, which is not possible according to the classic rules. Which means the maximum sum of these 3 arrows plus these 3 arrows will be 17 and not more than that. So let's see if that is helping us. I'll just make sure, I'll just highlight something here. So we need to find the sum of these 6 cells, right? Minimum sum of these 3 cells, right? What is the minimum sum we can get from these 3 cells? With the one here given here, what is the minimum sum that you can get in these 4 cells? After 1 you can only get 2, 3, 4, 5 in any order, right? So 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 is 14, right? And sum of these 2 cells can be minimum as 1 and 2, right? So 14 plus 1 plus 2 is 17. So the minimum sum we get from these 6 cells is 17. You can get something more than 17 but not less than 17. So you cannot have 16 in these 6 cells. The sum of these 6 numbers can never be 16, because the minimum number in these 4 cells is 2, 3, 4, 5, and the minimum numbers in these 2 cells is 1 and 2. That adds to 17, right? So you can get 18 as well, but you cannot get 17. You cannot get 16, right? So which means that the sum of these 2 cells have to be maximum here. So if we increase anything here in these 6 cells, we'll increase the sum in these 2 cells as well. But the maximum sum in these 2 cells is 17, right? What an excellent logic here it is. So if you see, the maximum sum of these 2 cells is 17 and not greater than that, and the minimum sum of these 6 cells is 17, not less than that, right? Which means that these both cases have to be true, and if we increase any number here, we'll increase the sum here, which is not possible. Which means the minimum sum have to be here, which gives us maximum sum here. Now that means that both of these cells have to be 8 and 9, and these 4 cells have to be 2, 3, 4, 5 in any order, and these 2 cells have to be 1 and 2 in any order. We are not sure. So the sum of these 6 cells gets us to 17, which is equal to these 2 cells. I'll just remove the highlighting cells now, right? Sorry. Right. So now we have got that sum of these 2 cells is 17, and which gives us sum of these 6 cells as 17 as well. Now still we are not able to place any digit now, right? We have not been able to place any digit. But if you see, now what is the maximum sum you can get from these 2 cells, or maybe example these 2 arrows, these 2 circle cells? So it cannot be 8 and 9, because 8 and 9 pair is already formed in this box. So whatever number you have here will have to be here, and whatever number you have here will have to be here. Which means the maximum sum you can get in these 2 cells is 13, right? 6 and 7. The maximum sum that you can get is 6 and 7, which is 13. Now these 2 circle cells denotes the sum of these 6 cells, right? And what is the minimum sum of these 6 cells now? So as we had a 1 here, we got the minimum sum as 14 in these 4 cells, but there is no 1 given here in this 4 cells, which means a 1 can come here, and the minimum sum in these 4 cells can be 1, 2, 3, 4, that is 10, and 1 and 2 here. So I will just highlight the 6 cells again for these 2 arrows. The 6 cells for these 2 arrows are these 6 cells, and the minimum sum we can get is 1 and 2, 3 and 4 in any order. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4 in any order, which sums to 10, and 1 and 2 in any order, which sums to 3. So 10 plus 3 is 13, and the maximum sum we get here is 13. Again the same scenario which we had earlier, the minimum sum is equal to the maximum sum, so that has to be the perfect case. You cannot have anything vice versa. Maximum sum here cannot be greater than the maximum sum. The sum here cannot be greater than the maximum sum, and the sum here cannot be minimum than the minimum sum, right? Lesser than the minimum sum. Which means that these 2 have to be 6 and 7 in any order, and these 4 cells have to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and these 2 cells have to be 1 and 2, which gives us 13, right? Exactly. And these 2 cells as well as 13. Which means that now because of the, I'll just remove the highlights. So because of the 6 here, we get our first digit as 7 here, which means this has to be 7, and this has to be 6, which means this has to be 6, right? What an excellent Sudoku this is. So the start logic was the group sum logic, right? It is very, very difficult or near to impossible to solve this Sudoku without the group sum logic, right? It is very, very difficult, because you will have to eliminate each and every digit using pencil marks or bifurcation, and then you will end up sometimes you will end up by breaking the Sudoku, or it will take much more time than solving by this group sum logic, right? So this logic, many arrow sudokus have group sum logic in it. So you just have to make sure that you see the intended logic by the arrow and solve the sudoku, right? So because of these two, we can eliminate 2 from here, right? Now if you see the 7, you know that 1 or 2 has to be here. Okay, that won't give much to us, right? So this 1 and 2 and this 1 and 2 will remove 1 and 2 from here, because we got a 1 and 2 pair, and again this 1 and 2 and this 1 and 2 will remove 1 and 2 from here, right? So we got a 3 4 1 2 and 1 2, right? So do we get anything else in here? Let's see if we get anything. So this cell cannot be 3 or 4, right? If it is a 3, it will be 4, and it is a 4. If it is this a 4, this will be a 3, which will already get a sum as 7, and this cell will make the sum greater than 7, which means 3 and 4 can be eliminated from here. And the other way to see is 3 4 pair. So if you add a 3 4 here, the 3 4 pair will also eliminate this 3 4 and this 3 4 from here, right? So which means that now we have to get a 6 here. And how can we get a 6? We can get a 3 and 1 and 2 here, 1 2 1 2 here, or maybe you can get a 4 here, 1 and 1 here. So 1 has to be here somehow, right? 1 needs to be here. So what happens is, you cannot have both these cells as 2. Yes, at least one have to be here, one of the ones have to be here. So with this logic, you can see here is, you cannot have a 3 here. Sorry, no, it is possible. I'm sorry, this is possible, right? So do we get anything else now? 4 and 5, okay. This 8 and 9, nothing here. So let's just mark some classic digits now. These both have to be 6, and here it has to be 7 in this row, right? This row needs to have a 7 here only, and this column needs to have 7 in these two cells, right? And if you see 1 2, okay, we get a 1 2, we get a 3 4. So 5 has to be in one of these 5 cells. 5 cannot be here, because if 5 here, 5 cannot be here. I'll just remove the 5 from here. And if you get a 5 here, you can have a 3 and a 1 here. Anything is possible. And let us see if we get anything else. So you cannot have a 4 here. I'll just remove a 4 from both of these cells. So 2 3 5 2 3 5, right? And okay, so you have 1 2 3 4 here. Okay, sorry, very simple digit we have missed. Because of the 4, we can directly mark a 3 here. So the 7 has to be fulfilled by 2 and 2 here, right? Which gives you a 1 here, a 4 here, and for the 6 it has to be 1 here, which gives you a 2 here, right? And because of the 2, we get a 1 here, and because of this 3, we get a 4 here, right? So we have fulfilled the 6. A very simple digit we have missed here, 4. And if you see, the 4 will eliminate a 4 from here, and this 2 will eliminate the 2 from here, right? So 1 plus 4 is 5. You can get 8 and 9. So for the 8 and 9, you cannot have a 5, because the sum of these two digits is 5, and the 5 with this will give you a sum as 10. So which means this has to be a 3, which gives you a sum as 8 here, 8 here, and that means it has to be 9 and 9, and the order has to be 5 and 2, right? So it has to be 5 and this has to be 2. So we have reached the place that all the arrows have been fulfilled, right, with the group sum logic now. And if you see, that's nothing but now we have to solve the Sudoku by classic rules only. So nothing much left here, just the classic rules you have to complete the Sudoku. The two digits here are remaining here 6 and 9, right? So I'll just pencil marks them, right? Because of the 5, we get 5 in one of these two cells, and because of the 2 here, the 2 in this column has to be in one of these two cells, and because of the 9, the 9 has to be in one of these two cells, right? And if you see, because of 9 being in one of these two cells, 9 cannot be in these two cells, so 9 has to be in one of these two cells, which eliminates 9 from here. So which means that this has to be 6, it has to be 9, right? And because of the 6 we get a 6 here as well in this column, and now these two digits have to be 8 and 9. The pair has to be 8 and 9 pair, which means the remaining digit is 2, 3 and 7, right? So here it has to be 3 and 7, here it has to be 2, 3 and 7, right? And if you see now 9, 4, 4, okay, the 8 has to be in one of these two cells in this box, right? And 2 has to be in one of these two cells in this box, and 9 and 7, 8 and 6, right? So nothing much now. 6 has to be in one of these two cells, 4 has to be in one of these two cells in this box, and 5 has to be in one of these three cells. So because of the 9 here, the 3 digits remaining here, 3, 5 and 7, right? 8, 5 and 7, I'm sorry. So 4, 1, 6, 2, 4, 1, 6, 2, 3, 9, so 8, 5, 7. Because of the 5, 7, the only digit here has to be 8, and here it cannot be 7 as well, so 7 has to be in these two cells, which means here it has to be a 5, and 7 has to be in one of these two cells. So the 3 digits here are 1, 2 and 8 in any order. So because of the 1 we get a 2, 8 here, and this has to be 1, 2 and 8, right? And we get anything else because of we can eliminate 5 from these two cells, and the remaining digits are 1, 3, 6, right? So 1 has to be in one of these three cells, and nothing else here. 4 has to be already marked here, and again 1 has to be in one of these three cells. So the remaining digits are 3, 6 and 8 in any order, not sure about it, right? And the 4 has to be in one of these two cells again because of the 4 here, right? And 2 has to be here in this box. The remaining digits are 5, 6, 1 and 4, right? So 1, 6, 5, it has to be 4, sorry 1, 1, 5, 4 and 3, right? So 5 and 1 is here, 4 is here, it has to be 3, and 4 has to be in one of these two cells again because of the 4 here, and the remaining digits are 1 and 5, right? So 1 has to be in one of these two cells, and 5 can be in any of the cells. And because of the 3, the 2 digits remaining are 9 and 4. So because of the 9 we get a 9 here, a 4 here, and because of the 4 we get a 4 here, we eliminate a 4 from here, and right, and because of the 9 we get a 7 here, I'll just mark them, 7, a 9 here, and because of the 7 we get a 3, 2 and a 7 here, and because of this 7 we get a 7 here and a 6 here, right? And so the remaining digits are 1, 5 and 9, right? So 5 is here, it can be anyway, 1, 5 and 9, and what are the digits remaining here are 3, 5, 4 and 7, right? So 3, 5, 4 and 8. So 5 and 4 will give you a 5 and 4 in these two cells, and 3 and 8 in these two cells, which means this has to be 2, which gives you a 2 here, and a 1 in these two cells, and which gives you a 1 here, and because of the 2 and 1 we get an 8 here, and because of the 8 we get an 8 here, and we have a 5, 6 pair here, and 8, 9 pair, and the 4 digits here are 1, 3, 6 and 8, right? So 1 is already marked, 3 has to be in one of these two cells, and this cell has to be 6 or 8. So we'll remove the 8 from here. So the there are 5 digits already placed here, 1, 4, 6, 1, 4, 9 and 5 are remaining, right? 1, 5, 4, 9. So 4 and 5 cannot be here, which means it has to be 1 and 9, and okay, nothing else here. We can remove the 2 from this cell. So 1 and 7 and 6 and 3 are remaining, which can be in any order. Let's see the digits here. 3, 6 and 8 are possible, so 8 has to be in this cell and 6 and 3 here. Because of the 3 we get an 8 here, a 3 here, and 4 and 5. So if you have a 4 here, 4 has to be here and a 5 has to be here, which gives you a 1 here and a 4 here, right, and a 5 here. And because of the 4 we get a 4 here, and because of the 1 we get a 9 here, an 8 here, a 9 here, and a 6 here, and we need to have an 8 here, a 3 here and a 1 here, the only remaining digits. And here it has to be 1 and 5 this way, and because of the 2 we get a 2 here, sorry, 2 is already marked here, and I'll just remove the digits. And because of the 1 here we get a 1 here, and the digits are 3, 5, 7 and 9. So 7 and 9 has to be here, this has to be 7, this has to be 9, which gives you a 7 here, and a 3 and 6 here, right? So 6 has to be here, 3 has to be here, 5 and 6, which gives you a 5 and a 3. So we have completed this arrow Sudoku. So you just always have to look for group sum logic as well in the arrow Sudoku, not just seeing what digits will come onto the arrow stem, right? So this will help you to solve the arrow Sudoku much faster. Sometimes the author intends to create the Sudokus by group sum logic, which is a very excellent way to start the arrow Sudoku, just like this one, because we had very few givens here, and of course we couldn't start that Sudoku with these very few givens. So it was just the group sum logic that helped us to solve this Sudoku, and after which it was just the classic Sudoku, nothing else, right? I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe the channel, and do like and comment if you want us to solve any other Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre. Thank you.